Good evening, everybody. My name is Jessica Morgenstern. I have the privilege and the honor of serving this past year as your Vice President of Scientific Education for the AFCEA Central Maryland chapter. I will serve as your MC this evening. Welcome, AFCEA members and sponsors, students, parents, and guests to the virtual AFCEA Central Maryland Awards Ceremony.
Just a word to tonight's honorees. By being recognized this evening, you are joining a long legacy of students who earned an AFCEA Central Maryland Scholarship and went on to do great things. Don't let your interaction with AFCEA end with tonight's scholarship. Let this just be the beginning. AFCEA is an international nonprofit membership association with the mission of connecting professionals in the government, military, industry, and academia. And now through this scholarship, you have a home in AFCEA. Don't just take the scholarship money and run. Know that you have thousands of IT professionals who stand beside you in AFCEA. Stay in touch with Jessica. Stay in touch with the Central Maryland chapter. Send a note after your first semester and throughout the next 4 years and let folks know how you're doing. This chapter has invested in you. When you need an internship, work your Central Maryland chapter network. There are some great companies here this evening who are sponsoring this event. These companies are investing in you and in your future, so stay connected. You are the future of AFCEA and the IT community, and thank you for letting us join you this evening.
Throughout my life, my greatest influences have been my parents. Both of my parents have worked in computers their whole lives. This exposure to the IT world has always had a major impact on me and my outlook on life. It made me aspire to be just like them and have the same job they did.
After watching my brother Tommy go through 4 years of education in mechanical engineering over at UMBC and watching him go through internships at Lockheed Martin, really appreciate the work that he's done, and I really hope that I can do that in my near future.
I also want to thank AFCEA for the honor of receiving the Captain John and Andy Skinner Merit Scholarship, because that is another achievement I'm extremely proud of.
And my answer to the question, what change would I like to see in the world, is I'd like to see a world where people talked less and listened more to those all around them, and especially considered the perspectives of those around them and just had more empathy in general.
I would like to see more people finding things out for themselves before accepting or rejecting information as fact. If people were more willing to fact-check information before deciding if they believed it or not, it would simultaneously reduce the spread of misinformation while allowing important knowledge to propagate more thoroughly.
There are new efforts being made to treat mental illness like PTSD through virtual reality exposure therapy, where they use virtual reality in order to expose the patient to the source of their anxiety without causing actual danger, which then helps them overcome that fear. So as time goes on and technology becomes more prevalent, I hope to contribute to the advancements of these treatments by creating newer innovations.
As I continue my education, I want to further explore my passions and be challenged to discover new ones. I want to thank AFCEA and everyone involved in the scholarship program for providing the resources necessary for me to continue exploring my interest in computer science. I realize that managing the stress of engineering classes will make it important to have time set aside for my personal interests. Luckily, I already have my first club picked out, the Olin Fire Arts Club.
And I hope to study quantum computing and its applications in university, and I'm really excited to figure out its applications to cryptography, cybersecurity, and other applications that are very important to national defense.
Curriculum at Duke, while it'll give me the necessary technical skills to excel in this field, it'll also allow me to increase my communication, writing skills, and explore other interests. And I think that's really gonna help me as I become a professional in the defense and intelligence community.
With these keys to success, I hope to be better able to develop tools for the government and private sector that can assist in the identification, classification, nullification of cyber threats and potential vulnerabilities.
The greatest influence on my career decision to study computer science and software development was my high school computer science teacher and robotics coach. Under his guidance, I was able to discover my passion for computer science as well as develop an aptitude for programming. Thank you for giving me this award.
I would say I'm most proud of the STEM initiative I created at my local middle school called We Engineer with my 2 teammates. I started the Lead Engineer program as an after-school intramural to foster fascination with engineering and its scope for creativity.
The next scholarship to be presented this evening is a new scholarship that was stood up 2 years ago. But this is the first time that we are presenting a scholarship to a student.
This scholarship will help me immensely in addressing the financial burden placed on me due to the pandemic. In the meanwhile, I am hopeful that my father's health will improve, and that I may be able to find remote employment which could help me gain meaningful experience while keeping my family safe.
This next scholarship is a new scholarship that was just announced 2 months ago. This scholarship is named for an AFCEA Central Maryland leader, Kathleen Bragansky.
5 years from now, I will have finished my first year of full-time employment following the completion of my undergraduate degree. And I plan to work in the intelligence community where I will be using software development to create new tools and systems to help protect our country. I hope to work on cutting-edge research to develop new capabilities for our government.
And I believe that these robots will provide a great increase in the abilities of our military, of our intelligence agencies to keep the country safe, and I hope to be a part of that future.
I think if I were to have dinner with one technology leader, I'd go with William Piper. I think he's an unsung tech leader of the past. He founded Piper Aircraft after acquiring it from Taylor Brothers, and I think I really appreciate the approach that he took to affordability and simplicity in aircraft design.
My interest in computer science was first discovered in freshman year of high school, but I had been exposed to it for most of my life since my father works in the field. My parents signed me up for a Girls Who Code program at the University of Maryland, and that met weekly, and I was hooked.
And from here, I was just hooked. I became so involved, and I started learning how to program, learning how to build a robot, and it's just provided me so many amazing experiences. By my junior year, I actually rose up to become CEO of the team.
We are offering another new scholarship to students next year. This will be the Chrissy Bob Scholarship. Chrissy's parents, John and Patty Sissel, are here with us this evening. Thank you for joining us as we honor Chrissy.
These were the characteristics and the traits that she had that made her a true leader to the young AFCEANs. She was a strong, determined woman who worked very hard at every single thing that she did. So that's why I'm really excited to announce this scholarship this evening.
And finally, I want to thank the 19 scholarship awardees. You guys had tremendous accomplishments, and I look forward to future accomplishments. And I'm going to close with something that this proves you can always start something new in life. Just a few months ago, I started writing as a way to deal with a traumatic death from my father, and I've written a little poem about where you guys are tonight, and I'll share that with you. It's called Uncharted. You're about to start on a journey, explorers heading into an uncharted sea. AFCEA is happy to provide support to help you navigate towards your degree. As you cast off and begin, exciting new adventures await. Each challenge will bring with it knowledge. You control your future fate. If you enter rough waters, support can be found through family and friends that will always be around. You represent our future with skills that shine bright, and the results of your efforts fill the world with more light. When this journey's over, there's a new one to start. A STEM career where you'll make a difference, and we're proud to have played a small part.
So this is the conclusion of our event. Thank you for attending. Please be safe and stay healthy as we overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. Good night.